I want full commitment. No half-asses, no fist movements.
Queensland Punk's Dad Fight there, playing a packed Tote front bar on Wednesday. The band wrapped its Victorian excursion on Monday at Northcote Social, but you can find their singles and EP streaming online, and pics from the Tote show at merrymirror.au. Welcome to Mirror Ball, a new podcast on the live music scene in Naarm's northern suburbs from the Merry Mirror. BUGHUNT kicked off its October residency at Nighthawks on Thursday, supported by Propane. After the show, I asked vocalist Connor Greenway and guitarist Liam what's ahead for the band, both in the residency and after the recent launch of the EP Exhibit A.
Yeah, it's some experimentation on new songs. We're trying to play a bunch of old demos and learn them and play with them. We didn't do a lot of it tonight. We did a little bit, and yeah.
We'll see what we get done during the week.
The question I keep having in my mind, because you keep putting out EPs and stuff, when's the album?
Yeah, actually, we are looking at trying to do an album next. We're trying to do it mostly in house, and just because doing it in studios and all sorts of stuff takes a lot of time and it's difficult, and we realize that we aren't too precious about the quality in a way.
Necessarily suit us, I don't think.
Yeah, so we are thinking about putting out an 8 to 12 thing, which I guess is an album.
The next release is going to be something like a full length. So, yeah.
Is that like off in the distance, or is that like you've got the material and you're trying to figure it out?
We've got about a third of it already, so we're trying to. We want to be quick about it, so let's say that it won't be too soon.
Now I did notice going from your demos to your actual EP release, the two you had, the one you had in your Rock Dogs release and the one and Seeing Colours in My Eyes. It's interesting because when you actually release them on Denim, they sounded much more like your live sound.
Yeah.
Is that something you're trying to put into all of your releases now, or is that just how those two turned out?
We're actually kind of going back to the demo sound a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going digital.
Yeah.
We're going digital.
What's that mean?
Well, the demos were all Connor's work with virtual amps and things like that, right? So very little live recording. And we're kind of going back to something like that. Where we're going to be relying on the computers somewhat to give us the sounds we want.
Realistically, we're going in between the two. So, like, we're going to have a lot of live drums mixed with live/digital DI input guitars and just take our time with it, have a bit more fun with it.
The launch of Exhibit A saw guitarist Winona Miller return to the band's regular lineup, having taken maternity leave from the band in October 2023. Here's how the return is going.
Really good, but tricky, of course. Coming back and trying to figure out where you fit in, and all of these things have moved on without you, and you have to find your place again. And it was very scary at first, and I had a lot of, emotions, but I'm feeling good now. And everyone in the band is extremely supportive and friendly and kind and everything you would want. So it was me just getting over my own shit.
Start your engines and put them in reverse. We're going backwards, baby. Push forward, it didn't work.
BUGHUNT with Reverse, recorded at Nighthawks last week. The Bugs will be joined by Gil Cerrone this Thursday, The Antics next week, and Whip later in the month. Photos from last week's show, including Propane, are available at merrymirror.au. Staying in Collingwood, the Gem was packed out for its eponymous Gem Fest on Saturday. Here are snippets of Checkpoint, Party Pest, and the Velvet Club. A second Checkpoint album is actually on the horizon. Here's Eric Skerber, the musician and producer behind the project.
I've written the new album. I'm feeling really good about it. I've been working quite a bit since I got back. I'm trying to stack up some cash so I can just take some time off and do it. I reckon it'll take me 2.5 weeks.
Who's involved in it? Is it the same kind of like you do at studio, everyone in live kind of thing? Or have you got more, everyone involved? Just you?
Yeah, and it's not because I don't want the band in. If I had money, I would pay the band to do it all. But we all have lives and shit, and girlfriends and things like that, boyfriends and stuff. And I think I kind of for me, it's like, if I have like an idea, I need to get it done. And so the easiest way is just to do it myself. I go to studio and shit. The album's called The Pits. I'm going to say it now, The Pits, which is about...
P-I-T-S?
P-I-T-S, like being sad and also getting fixed up, like in a car, getting in a pit shop, in the pits.
You're keeping that analogy going.
Yeah, and the pits for the mosh pit. And so just like a DJ makes music for a dance floor, I'm writing music for a mosh pit. And I want it in a way where the mosh pit feels like a dancey spot to do stuff.
More from that interview to come in a later podcast. Subscribe wherever you're listening now, or get email updates via merrymirror.au. And we finish on a segment I'm still figuring out a name for, but it's all about getting out early and supporting support acts. If you're planning to see Civic at the Nightcat this Friday, or going to next month's Croxton Block Party, don't miss NPCEDE, the trio blend of visceral mix of live electronic, guitar, bass, and urgent vocals. That clip's on the Tote in August. And that's it for this 8 October 2025 episode of Mirrorball. Let me know what you're listening to at the moment in the comments. The next episode should be out in around a week, so be sure to subscribe. I'm Emily Kulich. Have a good one.